Welcome to Joe's Astrology, and for tonight it's Joe's Tarot. And if you're new here, I go back and watch my other two tarot videos. I explain a little bit more about what tarot really is. Tarot is not fortune telling. There will be no fortune telling here tonight. There will be no tarot reading for Capricorn, Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus. Might as well throw in Capricorn, Saturn too. This is for me. I'm doing a reading specifically for me. You can learn from it. It could be applied to you if you need guidance pertaining to the question that I'm going to ask here. And I'm going to make this concerning mental health. And specifically, I'm thinking of me. I'm been thinking about maybe working too much, not having enough fun. And I'm a little bit concerned about what I should do here because I have some options. And I've been thinking about this the past couple days, past week or so. So I just would like some guidance on that. And if this reading can help you, if you'd like guidance on that as well, then maybe watching this will give you some ideas or just some food for thought. So I do this nightly. Again, if you're new here, I'm going to start. I just started doing this as a spiritual practice. I mean, I've done this for years as a spiritual practice, but here on YouTube as a spiritual practice to show people how you can be effective with tarot and how to use tarot and how to use tarot for yourself. So we're going to use the Celtic cross here. Keep it simple, no reverse. Cut the cards in three. This is what covers you. This is what crosses you for good or bad. And this is the basis of the situation. So we have the Three of Swords is what covers me or you. And the Star card is what crosses you. And the basis of the situation is the Magician. So I am not really that confident. I'm not super confident in the Three of Swords, so I'm going to go to a reference. I'm going to go to a book that I have. And what I do is I'll often go to a reference if I'm unsure. I'll try to do it without reference material. But sometimes I'll use references, and I'll use different references. But in this case, I'm going to use, for tonight, I'm going to use this book here by Eileen Connolly. She's got 2 or 3 books like this. And I'm going to go to the Three of Swords. I'm just going to read the key, the first one here. It's hard to bear the pain of separation or to understand why we can be inflicted with such deep sorrow. Upheaval causes deep distress, separation, or loneliness. Quarreling can cause a separation and try to solve the problem. Okay, so now that makes a little bit more sense. And to me, it's indicating that maybe the real reason why I'm feeling this way isn't so much the work, but it's the loneliness. It's the separation. And what crosses me for good or bad is the Star card, which I would think of as, okay, community here. Maybe there is some community, or maybe I should be thinking about the community more so than my own pain or despair. And then the Magician card is the basis of the situation. And to me, that's indicating that everything's fine the way it is. It is what it's supposed to be. And you have the power here. You have the skills. You see the cups, the pentacles, the swords, the wands. You have the skills here to navigate these waters. But I'm going to look at the star card as well. If you check out the last two videos, I didn't do this at all. So it doesn't always work out this way. This beautiful symbol indicates the future accomplishment of goals presently being developed. Inspiration, hope, health, spiritual gifts beyond oneself. Okay, so that's giving me more indication to be hopeful and positive and maybe not do anything about this. This is behind you in the process of leaving, the Tower card. So we have sudden changes, calamity. That's in the past. And it's interesting that that's there, because I was thinking just today, I was thinking of making some rash changes. And I thought about this reading tonight. I thought about doing this and really giving some more thought. And here, the King of Swords, this is what crowns you and could come into being. Okay, King of Swords, think of Taurus energy. This guy's mentally stable. And this is what crowns you could come into being. Mental stability. Being in control of your mental state, in control of your thoughts. This is before you, the world. This represents your negative feelings. This represents the feelings of others. This represents your positive feelings. And this is the outcome. Wow. So negative feelings here, temperance, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, taking it one day at a time. Yeah, I think for me, this is something I always have to guard for, because I am the Tower card. My birthday is the 16th. And I also have a video which I'll link down in the description that your birthday is a tarot card. And the 16th is the Tower card, which is a Mars card, or maybe you could think of a Mars-Uranus card. And I have Mars square Uranus in my natal chart. And I also have Mars at 29 degrees, among other strong Mars qualities. So this Temperance card for me has been a lifelong learning process. And then you can see here represents my negative feelings. I definitely want to take the easiest route, make changes as if that's going to cure my mental distress. And I often think of when I think of making changes, for me is just to do nothing and take it easy, but that doesn't always solve the problem. So we have here the negative feelings, the feelings of others, the Three of Cups. And I think a lot of people around me want me to be successful. See the Three of Cups, to be joyful. They want me to be happy. I have a lot of good people around me. And they usually look at these external successes, this idea of working, making money and achieving as being joyful and happy. So this is what others are thinking around me, and I'm okay with that. I don't really think I think they may be more practical than me, but they may not know the whole story. So here we have the Page of Wands. This is my positive feelings. So we think of Page of Wands as a Sagittarius card, according to this book. You know, it's a young boy. And I'm definitely a young child at heart. I like to do things that are fun, that are innocent, like play games, sports, lots of other things that are very childlike, Leo-like. It says here that this is Sagittarius disposition. Learning. These are the things I like to do. I'd rather be reading right now than doing things like this. Indication of a message from a near relative or close friend. Happy news on the way, possible letter, telephone call, etc. So I am optimistic. I'm not like mentally distressed. Like I'm not depressed. I'm not nothing that dire. And I am optimistic of the future, the near future. And the outcome, the strength card, could say this is the courage card. And the world is before you. It's represented by the sun. And we have the Leo. We have Leo in the outcome. So we have these two cards are very important in the spread. The world and the strength card. And that's telling me that I have the strength to continue. That this is something that I should continue. And maybe assess my goals and look to what I'm going to achieve here soon, what could come here, what's before me, the world. You can look here and see what Miss Connolly's definition of the world card is. Now you're free to go in any direction, a job well done, you will be triumphant in any undertaking. So lots of good news here with the world card, again, represented by the sun. And overall, looking at this whole spread, overall, I'd say that I want to give it more, I would give it more time before I go into crisis mode. Maybe take a couple days off, which is what I was thinking. Maybe take a couple days off, cut back the hours, and then reassess. Because again, see in the beginning that what covers you is that three of swords. That a lot of this could stem from loneliness and by cutting back completely and cutting people off. Maybe if you have a job, you want to change your job or you want to quit your job, etc. That could be not something that, according to this spread, not something you want to do right now, because that could be where a lot of this is coming from, that there's not enough closeness in relationship. There may be a lot of surface level relationships, but not enough closeness. So I don't think I really need to say much more about this spread. I think I explained it fairly well. You know, this can relate to you as well. If you wanted to do a reading based on mental, we could just say this is a general reading based on mental health, not specific. I could say it's specific to me. It's impossible for our tarot reader to be specific to you over the internet. And it's the Sagittarius phenomena. It's the salesperson phenomena. In my mind, it's superstition. You can go back and check out my other video. I'll link that down below too. What I learned from Sagittarius. And hey, I mean, if it helps you, I guess it works. But you're not learning tarot. So I always want to stress that here, because I don't see that many people on the internet really teaching tarot, and it's not hard. You can learn this on your own. It just takes 5-10 minutes a day. Start with the Celtic Cross. Start without the book. Do what you can and then incorporate. That's how I got started. I did what I could and then incorporate the book when you need to. So I will incorporate other books that I'll be bringing out here in the future. And I hope this helps. If you like the channel, please subscribe. I have many other videos on astrology as well. And I always stress that tarot and astrology go together. I think that they are inseparable. You need both. So I'll leave you with that and have a great Saturday night.